Get a Nick Shabazz-esque live feed this morning. You got the sandals on and knife in my pocket, just walking. I'm not in the mood to do a Nick Shabazz this morning. It's a pretty nice morning. Let's see who's gonna join in. I gotta clean this lens. Sorry. This will probably be the only thing that goes up today, guys. What's up, David? I don't know if you were first. You were the first to respond. Okay, sorry about that. My gimbal isn't charged, or I'd be using my gimbal. What's up, Jake? Nothing, just taking the dog for a walk this morning. I put a video up yesterday. Members have it. So members, for those of you that are members, hey, it's my brother-in-law. For those of you that are members on the channel, you have access to the video before it goes live. Today is Friday. I want to put up content on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but this week's schedule is off, so I think tomorrow, I don't know, I got a lot of editing and stuff to do and other videos to shoot. I want to keep content up every week about the same time, so it's on schedule, so you guys aren't like, oh shit, Mike posted something. But you guys got to hit the communities tab. I keep telling you that community tab, there's all kinds of stuff. Like I've set up like 3 for everybody. Not just like members, everybody needs to go to the community tab. I post stuff there. Like I've posted up 3 Netflix parties and no one's joined in. So I'm not going to put up Netflix parties anymore. It's just not that I care that nobody joined. It's just, it takes the time and effort. If nobody's joining, I'm just not going to spend the time because it takes time to set it up. And then you have to post your run, child. My daughter's supposed to be running and she definitely is not. So, yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's not even so much I care about the effort. It's just like when I'm watching a movie and the Netflix party chat room is on the side, it's like I can only see half of the movie because I got a Netflix party, you got to do it on a computer. So I'm like, yeah, we won't do that anymore. I've done like 3 or 4 of them and nobody's joined. So I see a lot of talking on your phone and no running. I see a lot of talking on your phone and no running. I'm kidding. I'm picky. Daughter's out for a run. I just happened to run into her while I was walking the dog. I'm on a live feed. What? Okay, it only lasts for a little bit. Kids. I love her, but there's times I like to grab her by the ankles and brain her against a tree. Landscapers. Running weed eaters. And leaf blowers. So, no, alerts work, you figured it out? Yeah, see, I posted up. That's the other thing. Like, we've been complaining, and we have all blamed YouTube wrongly. We owe YouTube an apology. Because, thank you. The fact is, the reason people weren't getting notifications, I put that up yesterday. People weren't getting notifications because they're turning off notifications. I want all notifications, but I don't want any notifications from YouTube. Well, if you turn off notifications from YouTube on your device, you're not going to get notified at all. By anything. I actually had to go through, because I kept getting frustrated because I never got notified when stuff would go up from other people. Hang on a second. Don't you eat that turd. I just wasn't getting notifications. I would go in and I'd look at my app and I was like, holy shit, what do you mean donut operator posted a video? I didn't get a notification. And so I got to looking at it and I had notifications for YouTube off. So regardless of what I had notifications set for that I wanted, I turned off notifications for YouTube. And so I went through and what I did was I actually don't have that many subscriptions. I don't subscribe to that many channels. So for me, it was easy. I just went through and I picked the ones that I did not want notifications from and just left the ones I did, like Birdshot and Frankie, Donut Operator, Demolition Mat. Off the ranch. I don't need the demo ranch stuff as much. So I just those notifications stayed. This is quick. I'm just going for a walk and then we will head back to the house and I will get you guys on a more stable platform. Right now I can pick up dog shit. Hey, come here. What's everybody doing this morning? Oh, sorry. Hang on. Hang on. Had to tie the bag. Had to tie the poop bag. Hang on. Still. This is not optimal. I need somebody to videotape. Where is my Hobbit? Where's my Nico? Hang on. Okay. Hey, where are you going? Come here. Don't want to walk over that hill. Come on. Let's go back to the house. So it's kind of a foggy, hazy morning this morning. But it is nice because it's not too hot. Come on. What did you get, Keith? What did you get that I'm eventually going to get to see because it's going to show up at my doorstep? Come on. Somebody has been letting their dog this area down here and it's pissing me off. Like if I'm out and the dog shits somewhere where people aren't ever gonna walk or something like that, like if she's in oh boy, Brian's knives are nice. I was just talking to Brian 2 days ago. I talked to Brian. No, come. But what I was saying is somebody's letting their dog just go there and shit. Like if my dog shits in like ground cover, like the ivy stuff, and it falls way down in, and I'm not trying to dig that out. I get what I can't. But that grass area that people like should be using for personal use, like that's what those grassy areas are for. I'm running for HOA board. I'm gonna fucking fix all this. But they're letting their dog shit in and not picking it up. There's dog shit everywhere. My dog was walking around dog shit. Like, she's like, who's fucking, get out of the plants. I had the dog leash trained to where she didn't pull. And then I started working again. And so when I started working again, I wasn't the one taking the dog for all the walks. And my wife just lets the dog pull. And I kept it, come. But she doesn't listen anymore. It took forever for me to get that dog leash trained. Didn't have to fucking tell her nothing. She just, I'd stop, she'd stop. The leash would always be slack. Stop pulling, you big retard. Yes, our girl is running. Come on. House. Maybe she'll take you for a run tomorrow. Maybe that'd be better. Anyway, so we have arrived back at my domicile. Come here. Come here. Sit. 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 Wait. Wait. Okay, Cayenne, house. She's a good dog. This is really awkward. I don't see how Nico does this for me. Like, I'm not a good videographer for myself. I need my Nico. This fucking shit needs to end just so that I can have my fucking visual aid guy. So I have to go shopping this morning because we are out of milk and creamer and lower angle. Is that more what you guys are accustomed to when you see my videos? That's why on the coffee pot or on the coffee can is so comfortable. Like that. I gotta sit you down for a second. I'm not gonna lie, I saw this thing on Instagram that I almost wanted to buy. It's a thing that it's got a little magnetic plate and you put your phone on it. What's up, Alex? See, Alex has a badge. This is what I was talking about with the membership stuff. Was I talking about that this morning? Or was that yesterday? That was yesterday. Anyway, it goes around your neck and then there's a metal plate and there's a magnet and you stick your phone to it and it just keeps it at an angle like while you're doing stuff. And I was thinking that would be cool for sharpening videos. But it was one of those Instagram ads. I don't trust any of those. I've gotten burned. I got burned by an Instagram ad. It was for these really nice looking iPhone cords, the charger cords. And they were really nice and they had a 90-degree plug and everything and it made it so much easier. And then we both agreed that, yeah, we bought an iPhone cord and got them here and they looked great and worked great for a day. Well, one of them worked. One of them never worked. I ordered two of them, one for me, one for the wife. And when they came, one of them never worked. And the other one worked, like I said, for like a day or two. And then you'd plug it in and it had a little LED that told you it was plugged in, and then it just never worked again. No chargey. No chargey. I was not happy. Because they weren't cheap either, but they were listed as these cords, the company I'd seen before. And I was like, oh man, that's a really good deal. And then when I got shipping notification and it came out of China, and I was like, this is the stuff that you see on Instagram. That's shit you can buy on Wish for half the fucking price. Sorry, I know that's loud, but it's beard oil and stuff on the phone. No, that shit you see on the Instagram ads, it's just Wish. Wish.com and AliExpress, you can find the exact same thing for a fraction of what they're charging you. Like the $29 that they wanted for that thing, I guarantee I can get it for less on Wish. And have it be the same product. That's a whole bunch of arcs. That's what we ought to do. If you guys wanted to, I could do a comparison of Instagram products that get marketed to me and Wish products. Find the exact same thing. Oh yeah. I didn't get what you're playing. I didn't see what you're saying. I've done this every morning for a lot of mornings, and every time I'm like, hang on a second, I'll be right back. I never thought until right now, just turn the fucking coffee can. I'm a fucking idiot. I can do it this way. Different light. I'm a fucking moron. I always stand in that one spot. I needed another cup of... I just had one right before I left. I had a cup of cold coffee out of it was left over from yesterday. Nope, just a hillbilly. Guys, no joke, how many of you have watched The Wild Wonderful Whites of West Virginia? Oh, shit. Hang on a second, guys. Honestly, hang on a second. I have to do this. I gotta turn off notifications. I have to turn off all my notifications, or I won't. I guarantee I'll get a call while I'm trying to do this. Hang on a second, I grab the charger. Well, I don't know if it's charging, but at least it's plugged in. So what's everybody doing today? I mean, I know Alex, aren't you supposed to be working? I thought for sure you went back to work. Guys, I am still running that giveaway. I'm gonna do like an Instagram or some sort of announcement until we get where we're going. I really didn't put an end date on it. I'm doing the one for David over at Hiking with a Viking. So that you guys know, I'm not. Where are you going to on Monday? Are you going to sales or somewhere where you could more easily sell them on the idea of me sharpening knives for Smoky Mountain Knife Works? Guys, the video that is going up today. Okay, hey Alex, there's a video that went up. Go to the community tab and you'll find it. There is a link to a video for members only that I shot yesterday about this. Now it's going to be a continuing running thing. I'm extremely disappointed. As a matter of fact, Spyderco's ZDP 189 Disappointment is the title. Really, really disappointed. This was in my pocket. This was on the counter. That probably is going to stay there for, if it can muster it, if it can manage it, opening envelopes. I got a letter from the Department of the Treasury, and I haven't opened it yet, and I'm worried about it. Because it's the IRS, Department of the Internal Revenue Service. It's not the Department of the Treasury. Yeah, it is, Department of Treasury, IRS. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to open it. Because if I open it and it says that I'm getting an audit. Hey, what'd you get for Christmas? An audit? Yeah, I wasn't happy about it. They wouldn't even let me return it. That's what I'm picturing. That's what I'm afraid of. No, it's just stating that we already got our. It's just telling us that we got our stimulus checks. The wife and I already did. This I was carrying. This gets carried. That ZDP 189. I'll just give you a preview for you guys that haven't seen it yet. It doesn't stay sharp very long. Like right now, terrifying. It would cut the fuck out of me. After literally, the box that light bulb came in, and a beer box. They couldn't make, like a beer box did it. Like cutting down a cardboard box, you know, like the 30 packs, cutting one of those down, like that kind of cardboard, wrecked the edge. I didn't even finish one. All I did was cut the top out. Because I had a 30 pack that's been here for a while, and I was like, all right, I'll just take it out. I don't want to see the box. It's trash day. So I just cut the top out so I could get all the last, 9 beers that were in it, and put them in a cupboard so that I could put them in the refrigerator, because I keep like 2 or 3 beers in the refrigerator. I don't put like a whole thing in. And so I cut the top out of that box, and it was pretty well empty. It was just everything in the bottom, and I was like, what the fuck? Like it didn't want to cut through the corners. By the time I got one side done, I was like, feeling the edge was wrecked on a fucking beer box. So I did a bunch of cutting on film. I showed it, looked at the edge. You can see the edge damage. I cut a bunch of cardboard up. So that's what the video is. I want you guys to watch the video though, especially Alex. I want you to watch it since you're a member. You can watch it now because everybody else probably won't see it till Monday or so. Tell me how the resolution looks, because I put it up on super high quality. I went ahead and, now that I can, I put it up with the highest quality that my editor would let me, the editing suite. I used the highest possible thing, so the highest quality video that my editing suite would render it in. So it's not just 1080p HD, it should be, well, some of them are only 720. I think this is like 4K. So, but I will tell you, it took me till 2 in the morning to get that video loaded. So that's one of those ones where the computer will have to sit on the coffee table in the living room all night, and like I'll just fucking hit upload for members, and then I'll put. I can't ever figure out if my hat is crooked or if it's my head. U.S. Naval Gunnery School, Chicago, Illinois, Great Lakes. Building doesn't even exist anymore. So yeah, there's only 7 of us here. I don't know, it's weird. Like some days I'll have a live feed where there's like 20 or 30. You blame the bar fights for what? My head being crooked? Yeah, it's a good possibility. I mean, you can see in some area, like you can't like see it in real life, but on camera it shows up really clear. I got a scar that runs from here all the way across, like an arc. See it? And then there's, that one doesn't show up real great, but there's one right here where I got my eyebrow split open, and you can obviously see my nose is not at all even trying to pretend it's straight. I got big scars on the back of my head. I got this tooth knocked down. I got that tooth broke clear off in a bar fight. LT survival. Well, what's up, LT? Now, are we Navy lieutenant talking, or are we talking Marine Corps lieutenant? Because it depends on where you're at. Like, the Marine Corps lieutenant is way different. Because a Marine Corps lieutenant is an ensign or a JG, and a Navy lieutenant is a Marine Corps captain. And then the Air Force has some fucked up fucking ranking structure that I never understood. And then the Army has sergeants and it has specialists, and I'm like, why can't you just, like, if you're in E6, yeah, Army and Marine Corps, but there still makes sense. But the fucking Air Force and Army's enlisted structure makes no fucking sense. None. Like the officer ranks, usually standard. Lieutenant Colonel, you know, Lieutenant Colonel, Lieutenant Commander, Commander. You know, a commander is a Lieutenant Colonel in the Army. So a commander in the Navy is a Lieutenant Colonel in the Marine Corps to Army. That makes sense. Air Force makes no sense, but then the Army's enlisted structure is fucking weird. So like you'll have privates and corporals, but then you have specialists, and I'm like, look, and then tech sergeants, and I was like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, like the fucking Air Force, like a tech sergeant. What the fuck's a tech sergeant do? Nothing. That's what they do. Because I've seen what the Army enlisted junior, or the Air Force enlisted junior guys do, and if their fucking higher ranks are anything like that, they do even fucking less. I was like, how the fuck did I not join the Air Force? I almost had a reversal of fortune there. Mouthful of coffee and you post that. I could have died. That's unfair. I'm gonna grow my beard until I just look like fucking Dan Hurd from Dan Hurd Prospecting. This is Dan Hurd from Dan Hurd Prospecting. If you don't watch his channel, you should. It's a lot of fun. He's just a goofy high school teacher in British Columbia, and he does videos about prospecting, like finding gold, him and his dad. And I was like, guys, a lot of fun. Reverted back to some distinctive ranking and uniform system. I'm gonna look like a Unabomber. Air Force is getting another new camo. Does it match their carpet? Is that why? So they can lay down and hide in the office? Why? Why do they even have fucking camouflage? Why don't they just wear like basketball shorts and fucking t-shirts? Because that's all I've ever seen them in. Air Force folks, like I was in downrange, that's different. Like, but those guys, most of the guys I saw were like PJs and the air rescue and shit like that. And the Ravens, the Army, or I'm sorry, the Air Force Special Forces, the Raven. Those guys, yeah, those guys are okay, but they're still not Normal. So I was gonna say, it matches every command they go to, it's a different pattern because they have to match the carpet or the tile in the office. Fucking Air Force. I have a buddy that joined the Air Force. I have a buddy that joined the Air Force and he retired as a E9, if I remember right. Went to high school together. He fucking joined the Air Force, loved it. He was like the equivalent to like their command master chief, which is their senior enlisted advisor for the command. And Jerry loved it, and I could honestly say I can't see as I could blame him because I saw the majority of his posts. Isabel, close the door, please. That's how the mosquitoes keep yelling. I get yelled at for it, and you're the one that keeps doing it. Leaving all the doors and shit open, and mosquitoes are getting in, and I get yelled at. You let the door open, flies. So it's like, I don't think I went out there. Pretty sure I didn't go out there. See, trying to get into my video. Say hi.
I thought I took my mother's jeans.
You're actually getting tall. You're gonna be tall. There's no way that a child in my family is going to be real short. I mean, well, that's not true. My mom wasn't real tall, neither was my dad. But my grandfather was a fucking giant. And so were all his brothers. So there's a good chance you're going to be a fairly tall young lady. I mean, you grew a, what,
I'm like
you grew a half an inch or an inch since the beginning of the year? I'm afraid her skates aren't going to fit. Yeah, I have no sharpening to do except for this. And I've just wanted to mess around with this because it's not completely dull. It's not super, super dull. No, I'm not gonna lie, it's not sharp, but it's not super dull. And so I've been messing around with this before I sharpened it so that I could do a video about it. This is the Roxy, the wee Roxy that I sold to David Horseman at Hiking with a Viking at Portland. I sold one knife for the Wii company. I took David over and he goes, man, let me take a look. I want to see that knife that you made. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's go over. And so I showed him the stonefish, and he goes, man, yeah, he's like, yeah, I was like, well, I had already figured I was going to send him one to use for a while on the channel. And he did, and it came back. It was the green handle one when it came back from Knife Nuts. And so I got this. We were over there, and I was like, so your channel's Hiking with a Viking, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, they were closing up. It was the last day. Next to the last day, and I was like, they're like putting stuff away because the next day was gonna be a short day and they can't take that stuff back to China with them, so it's better just to sell it at the show. And so we walked over and I was like, I bet I can get you a deal on a knife because they want to sell everything that's here. And he's like, oh, cool. And so we're looking, he didn't see anything, and I picked up the very last one, and I was like, hey, David, channel's Hiking with a Viking, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, sax style blade, Viking style blade. He goes, yeah, I love those. He's like, I've got a folder that I want to get that's a sax style slip joint. And I was like, yeah, how about you just get a flipping sax? And I showed him this and he was like, oh man. He's like, oh man, I gotta have that. And I got him a friend price at the table and sold it to him, and then he sent it back to me. And so I never got to do a video about this. Really interesting. Don't think it's, I'm thinking that it's not something that would really be something I would want because of my hand size and the ergos, but it still is a really nice knife. It's just got a weird, like the handle and then it drops down. That's the only thing I'm trying to figure out whether I like or not. So I'm gonna keep playing with that, and I'm gonna get that shipped off back to David at Hiking with a Viking. Like I said, the giveaway for his stuff is still running. I put the video up yesterday. All you have to do is go to the video, make a comment in the video, and then go to David's channel and just subscribe to his channel if you haven't. I mean, I know most of you have. I saw his numbers yesterday. He was at like 85, I think. And when I looked yesterday before I went to bed, he was well over 100. And I'm pretty sure that since we've gotten some good traction on it this time, and I had some other people kick in and share it. Dan Sullivan over at DSK Tactical, he's a retired Marine or a former Marine, and he he shared it with a bunch of people, and then I got a lot of subscribers on Instagram, and I just don't see how with if you look at my YouTube numbers and my Instagram numbers, we're well over 6,000, closer to 7,000. And I'm like, I just don't understand how we can't translate that into getting David enough subscribers that he can get his channel to where he can do longer videos, because he wants to start filming hunts and stuff like that. And it's just, I'm not gonna lie, it sucks to have to do multiple videos when like I can put up a 30-minute, like the video I did yesterday was like 22 minutes, I think, something like that. And so it is a long one because I did a lot of testing on that edge. But I can't say testing, I was just trying to see how it holds. But you know, you see that and I'm like, how can we not get that the community together and do that? Because like he wants to do more for the veteran community, and he needs this YouTube platform to do it well. So, but he's going to start doing some hunts with disabled veterans. He's getting a crossbow for guys like me who can't draw one. That'd be great. I'll go on a deer hunt with him. So, and then I've got some stuff from QSP for review. I've been messing around with them. I'm gonna carry one most of the day today, probably most of the week. I know which one it's gonna be. It's the one to be Jeans Micarta. I'm gonna carry that. I just can't do too much to it, damage it. Did you guys see this on Instagram? I tried to video some of this while I was doing it. It just didn't want to work. This had no tip and was a V grind. And now it absolutely is back to where it was, or where it should be. And it's sharp. It was not sharp when it came. This is one of those Iraqi Freedom CRKTs that were so popular. I had one of these. I had this exact same knife. V grind, or it was a chisel grind with a combo edge. But they were not the greatest of knives. I mean, they were, back then, early 2000s. Early 2000s, CRKT was all over. Everybody on base got one. Everybody had CRKTs. They were in all the exchanges at the FOBs, all the camps like Arifjan and places like that had larger exchange tents and shit like that. Those camps. Schweba was a deep water port. There wasn't anything there. But that's where you got stuff like that. And so it was all over the place. Cold Steel, Recon Tontos and stuff. I fucking had a Recon Tonto. It got stolen, and so I think it was the wife bought me an SRK as a replacement. I still have it, and it's been on multiple deployments, not just with me. I've let people borrow it. Like, hey man, you still, because it's one of the old ones, and the carbon V steel is still made in America. Old ones. So, yeah, it's been busy. I've had stuff going on, just not enough to. I just got to wait on my disability payment to start from the government, the state, because I haven't worked since the 2nd, and I definitely have not had enough sharpening come in to offset it. And have you guys ever noticed when you grow a beard that, like, if you have a cleft chin, which I do have a bit of a cleft in my chin, that your beard has a low spot in the middle? I don't do that on purpose. That is just how my beard grows, with a point on each side. It's like my mustache just comes down. That's probably what it is. It's probably actually just more that my mustache grows down into it. But it definitely does have a low spot, or right in the middle. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried combing it, brushing it. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna finish this cup of coffee and then we're gonna get off of here. I just want to say hi. And I found my Microtech pivot tool for that's a chin butt, a butt chin. So I have a butt beard. And my beard used to be red, all red like this, and now it's dark. It turned dark, and then once it started turning dark, it started turning gray real quick, but more on one side than the other. There's a few here, but there's a lot of gray right here on that side right there. A lot of gray in that beard. But I can't be upset. Like Chris Williamson's had gray in his beard since he was like 20. There's a lot of gray in his beard. I'm 45, almost 46, and I have a little bit of gray, and there's not much gray up here at all. I can't decide what it's going to do. I think it's all going to fall out before it turns gray. But my grandfather's hair got like this and never all fell out. It got like that and it just stayed that way. And he never got completely gray either. See, you could have a beard. I'm not picking up what you're putting down. I don't get it. I heard a comedian say it. I can't remember who it was. He's like, it's like there's plenty of hair inside my head. It just can't get out the right way, because I've noticed I have to trim my nose hair a lot these days, and there's shit growing out of my ears. So it's like as I lost this, like it couldn't find it. I heard a comedian say it. He's like, you know what? I couldn't have a beard at 20. This is true. I had a beard when I was downrange for a while. Anyway, he was talking about, like, he's like, you know what? You know that he's like, I don't get it. He's like, I have to cut my hair up here all the time. He's like, but my ball hair? He's like, I've never touched it. He's like, you'd think that should be growing out my pant leg by now. He's like, no, it just knows when to stop. It grows out to a certain length and stops. And I was like, he's got a point. I mean, I've trimmed mine, but it all grows back like to the same length and just stops. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this. Like I said, this was just for fun. I just wanted to say hi to you guys. I don't think there'll be much going up this weekend. Nico sent me a bunch of files on Dropbox that I'm gonna edit today sometime. But I have to pack up stuff. I have to make a trip to the post office today. I've got to pack stuff up, take it to the post office. So I've got to get off here and it's already almost 9:30. I got to get this stuff packed up, and I have to go get milk and a bunch of other stuff. So guys, go check out the giveaway video if you haven't already. Go check out David's channel if you haven't already. And then, like I said, that content that I put up for, yeah, you too. The content I put up for members only is always going to be in the comments, in the community tab. So you guys should watch that community tab, because there'll be other stuff. I put links to I've been putting links to other videos together and putting them in there as well. Or I have them set aside that I want to put, like, other channels videos that I find, you know, you can't just watch knife stuff. So there's other channel content that I watch. So yeah. Donut operator, that's another good one. Maybe I get him to give me a link. So, you ever heard that, like, you gotta speak it into existence? Maybe donut operator, fellow Navy veteran will say, hey, you should go check out this guy's channel. See how that happens. You gotta speak it into existence or it won't ever happen, like sponsorships. I heard somebody say that. It's like, hey, Folgers Coffee, not a sponsor, but you gotta speak it into existence when it happened. Nah. Anyway, yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I don't foresee me shooting a lot of content this weekend. I may do a couple live feeds. I like doing the live feeds. If you guys like the live feeds, that's great. I hope you guys do. If you don't like live feeds, I'm gonna do a poll. There's another thing, communities tab. I'm gonna do a poll. If you guys like the more consistent, like almost daily live feeds, or does it get confusing trying to navigate my content with too much other stuff? Like if I put up a new video, but then there's like 3 live feeds and you haven't got, does it make it more complicated? Just let me know. I think there's a way to filter it where you can only see like uploaded videos or live feeds. And I think there's a way to do that. I mean, I know I can. I just don't know if you guys can. So, yep. That's it, guys. I ain't shopping. Take it easy. I'll talk to you later. Button. Who's got the button?